just realized something recently. I don't exactly remember when it started to happen, but as I was able to get our small bills 1 month ahead, we got better control of our finances and paid more towards our debt. For the longest time, I have been trying to get a month ahead with at least our monthly bills before getting to our entire monthly living expenses. I've always had my 1 month ahead sinking fund category, but it feels like we were getting a month behind every time. So then I started making baby steps. I thought, okay, I'll have one bill at a time no matter how small it is. Like the smallest bill I have is my iCloud for $5. But if I'm at least a month ahead to that, that's a win. And as I was able to accomplish those smaller bills, it gave me more motivation to put more on this sinking fund to keep checking things off of our bills. I'm super happy that the only monthly bill we are working to get a month ahead is our rent, which is actually the biggest bill we have right now. Now, going back, I was honestly frustrated when I noticed it the first time, but as I was thinking and talking about it with my partner, we are actually getting in a better state, and I was just not used to it being better. When we were not yet a month ahead, we put most of the paychecks we received that month for bills within that month. Say our share for our rent is 684. I either split that from our paychecks throughout the month or take it from one paycheck when things get really tight and we don't have much to work with. For our living expenses, we always go over budget. And I think the reason is that I just don't put enough budget for each category. Like our groceries, you might have thought I'm crazy to be putting just $100 bi weekly. We share our household expenses with my sister and her partner, yes, but I think regardless, because of inflation, that is actually not enough anymore. Eating out for $25 bi weekly, that could just be for 3 boba drinks. I love my sinking funds and the cash envelope system. These are exactly what helped me start manage my personal finance back in 2021. But after being a month ahead, I got the chance to step back and look at our money management. And I knew it at the back of my mind, but I now finally see it in a different light. I am spreading our money too thin into a lot of tiny categories that I end up not prioritizing the important ones, the really important ones. Then eventually, we needed the money and our credit card covers what's lacking. Because I wanted to save a little bit of everything, we end up in a cycle of I already saved the money on our sinking funds, but our groceries went over budget, so just use your credit card because I don't want to pull money off other sinking fund categories. This has been a vicious cycle. I have $5 each on my 5 categories, but I charge $25 to our credit card for household needs. Then I keep on chasing our budget, trying to find extra 25 to pay that bill while incurring more on that same pattern. It is so bad. So finally, this one magical pay period that we hit our 1 month ahead mark on all our other bills. I didn't have to take the whole amount for our bills from that month's paycheck, so I had the chance to hold the money a little longer, plan better where to put those extra we have. It felt so amazing being able to put extra towards our debt, giving more focus on our savings, and still have some left for fun. Now, the crazy part of me, when I was reviewing our daily expenses this month, I noticed that because we have this buffer now in our spending account, you know, not spread out to all of my beautiful, sparkly, sinking fund categories, we have this huge, not really huge, this whole amount showing in my bank account. We were using it as a debit. At first, my brain told me that this is money going down the drain because I am not allocating every dollar to every category in my budget. But I did. I gave this X amount for groceries and eating out, X amount for household, X amount for fun. It's just not very detailed as I used to, and I didn't put them in my envelopes, which I leave at home, which most of the time makes me use my credit card because I forgot to bring my cash for that particular spending. I told my partner, we lost this amount of money because I didn't cash stuff them and we used our debit card for our spendings. While I was ranting, I was also answering myself, but hey, if I did the cash stuffing of my so called savings, I wouldn't want to pull them out for an item I needed to buy in case. Then I would resort to my credit card, and then I would need to squeeze that bill next paycheck. But if we do not have enough, then the balance will remain on our cards. This might be a no-brainer for most people, but for me, who has been living paycheck to paycheck, and sometimes one paycheck is not even enough, having that wiggle room in our budget can be a bit or a big change. And change can be uncomfortable. I feel so blessed and proud of how far we've come and how hard we worked for to be where we are, at least now, in this state of our lives. As I am making this first online money diary, I couldn't stop thinking about our future goals, and I am now even more excited because I feel that we have grown and moved to a better season in our finances. Of course, these would not be entirely possible if I didn't start my personal finance journey and have not found this amazing budgeting community. All my ideas and learnings I got from all of you here. As I always say, I am forever grateful and appreciate all of you. I'll catch you on the next one.